into the spiel because we want to get this thing going. Before I get started, I want you to make some noise for my illustrious Bout staff. Alrighty, so here we go. Welcome to the 34th annual SoFriedPoetry Slam. Make some noise. We encourage you to be respectful of everyone's identity and remember that every person on this stage has equal value. At Southern Pride, we judge poems, not people, okay? Tonight, you will see 4 teams of poets and 4 individual poets from across the country competing for a chance to perform the final stage this Saturday evening for Team and Indie Finals. Judges, we ask that you give the poets your undivided attention. In order to do so, we ask that everyone silence your cell phones at this time. Please do that. Just take some time. Okay, I think you're ready. All right, you can move right along. In Poetry Slam, there is no music. There are no costumes or props, and each poet will be performing original work. Poems may be up to 3 minutes long, but after a 10-second grace period, the performer loses points for going over time. You may see groups of poets performing team pieces. This is normal and encouraged. Some of the poems you will hear will deal with sensitive topics. If at any time you feel the need to step outside, please feel free to do so. This does not include you judges. You must stay to accurately score the poem. On that note, we do have mental health professionals in the building. Can you raise your hand, please? All right, so if you need any assistance, we have this nice young woman in the back. And I believe it's coming upstairs too, correct? All right, we care about people, all right? So, all right, so here are your judges. Judges, can you wave your paddles, please? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th. While I got y'all, please write large enough for my old eyes to see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we got our judges. They are sitting scattered about and are not affiliated with the poets performing tonight. Judges, let your scores reflect your feelings. The audience will let you know what they think of your opinion. Be consistent in your scoring. Don't let the audience sway you. Remember, tonight you are the experts. At the conclusion of the bout, Slam Masters and coaches, please stay a moment to sign off on your bout sheets and return your primary authorship form. This will increase efficiency with verifying scores and timely score posting. All right, I want to announce the teams and the indies that we have in this bout. Tonight, you are going to be hearing from Burn Beautiful. You are also going to be hearing from The Collective. You are also going to be hearing from Exit 36. And you will also be hearing from The Poetry Lounge. All right, and the indies that you will be hearing from tonight are Devon Taylor. We also have the vampire Claire LaFontaine. We also have Catherine Rose. And then we also have Breeze the Poet. Alright, before we get the slam going, we need to have a calibration poem. This poet is not a part of the competition, but will be judged just the same. Judges, you may use this poet's score as your baseline of reference for the poems you will be judging during the bout. So without further ado, please welcome this bout's sacrificial poet to the mic, 1D. Let's go, 1D.
I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal. The name of that game is grief. Characterized by me playing emotional hide and seek every time I come before you and speak. And yeah, at this point, I'm known to perform mostly socio-political poems that bemoan the plight of my people and my constant state of being. is the only emotion that has ever been comfortable with you seeing. So I write cleverly crafted bars that in actuality just be band-aiding my emotional scars, because I wonder if y'all would judge me if I really let you see them. Can I tell you something I believe in? Yeah. A boy that sees procrastination was fueled by lack of motivation, and so on that note, I choose my truth, and once again, I lean in. And for like 1,000 times, I decided to write it. So I stroking my pen in preparation to slide. Cross the page, and at the last minute, I got away. And that's what I call edging at its finest. See, I've been sitting in my grief so long, I think I've become numb to it. I start to tell y'all how I really feel, and I see something like a police shooting on Instagram reel, and instantly I run to it. Mad as hell about the tragedy, but low-key I'm happy because it happens to be a conduit for me to release my internal rage on an external trauma we all collectively show. When the truth to it is, it's the pain produced by that rage to keep my driving force this entire time. I just been riding around, not sure if I was ready to take y'all there. But if I'm scared to write about it, then tell me, what's the grief really good for? It just leaves me another tortured soul while Belfagor takes my productivity in a chokehold. But what I do know is this. Oh, what a tangled web gets wove with them stories on your heart will never get told. Because what good is it to be an artist if I'm scared to describe to what I survived through and bring y'all along on my poetic ride? So my dilemma right now is, how do I make it sound fly when I gotta try to identify and articulate my feelings about watching my brother die? Or put a high beam on the fact that there's also a need to believe and protect black men in our lives. Case in point, listen to how they did my guy. His baby mama and his friend shot himself in the trunk. And that's how my homeboy died. Then somewhere down the line, somebody decided they hated my shine so much they said they was coming on some DIY and they wanted to make sure they saw me die. All this is I'm fighting to not let my dreams die. While I watch my marriage die. Plus, age and attrition mixed with caregiver burnout and dementia got me watching my parents die. Slowly, every day. So I pray God be a lantern like the ways I explore the darkest parts of my heart, mind, and soul, with the hopes of being able to perform alchemy right before you. I just pray I keep my composure, and if not, then maybe the chill that drop bring me just a little bit closer to closure. And who knows? We might all learn a little something like, what else it can be when a promoter says some stupid shit like, oh, I can't pay you for a feature, but I promise for you, it'll be really good exposure.
Judges, this is all the time that you're going to have. 1, 2, 3, scores up, please, judges. Waiting on, kind of three, waiting on 4, 1, 2. Where's my picture? 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, please hold on. Thank you so much, judges. For below the high, we have 7.5.
Drop.
Then we have a 7.8.
What?
Then we have a 9.1. Then we got a 9.4. Then we got a 9.6. We will have that score when we return. We are going to start our first round of this team rotation. Burn Beautiful. Who you setting up? Show you.
I was sitting on my grandmother's ottoman while she, in her usual fashion, was watching her third hour of Fox News over the brew of her second pot of coffee. Me, I was glued to my seat, not my usual, but today was different. Today was the day the Supreme Court would render a decision in Obergefell v. Hodges regarding whether the gay's ability to marry was a right or a privilege. At 9 a.m., the courts ruled in our favor. I watched as the crowds tasted the rainbow in their celebrations while I celebrated quietly. From the closet that was given to me by the Baptist church my grandmother raised me in. It took all I had to hide a longing for a world that I believed I could never be a part of. A longing that quickly became masked by the shame of even wanting to shame. Learn from the woman who would cite scripture at my wickedness if I ever let my desire for cat out of the bag. I left her house that day and ventured into one of the gayest months of my life. A production surrounded by every letter in this family. My sheltered Christian bubble had been popped by Glinda the Good's magic wand, and I realized home for me was somewhere over the rainbow. I went back home and watched as the tornado of my news created wreckage in my world, and for the first time in my life I didn't care. The world of color that existed beyond the four walls of my prison was everything I had hoped for. There is no greater joy in this existence than to love and be loved in return in the only way your biology allows. And now with my freedom and my rights intact, the wedding I had dreamed of since the age of 6 could become a reality. That is, until 10 years later, Kim Davis, a woman who denied marriage certificates to gay couples shortly after the ruling, has asked the Supreme Court to overturn their decision, citing her freedom of religion. A religion where even the priests struggle with their sexuality, however, are moral and exploring young boys. Your freedom of religion shall not constrict mine. My belief system stands on the primal tenet of love, the same love Jesus so eloquently discusses in that leather-bound translation you clutch so tightly. A belief that love is the answer and creation does not get it wrong. Our rights may come down with their decision to overturn, but this love will not. This love cannot be tucked behind curtains that will be spoken through masks. It cannot be melted with water. You cannot send us home with a simple click of 2 heels. The witch in this story is you, and we won't stop until we have your proof. I've heard. They're usually kept in the closets.
One deep was at 26.3. Clap for the poet, not the score. All right, judges, one, three, scores up, please. Keep them up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep them up. Thank you so much, judges. From low to high, we have an 8.3. We have another 8.3. We got a 9.2. We got another 9.2. We got a 9.4. We don't have that score when we return. Our next team in this rotation is the collective. Please send it up. Y'all get it up for the poet.
Tell me, are you with me? Go, Coach.
In the Old Testament, the year of Jubilee was God's idea of balance. Every 50 years, debts are paid, land returned, captives set free, a holy reset, if you will, to remind the rich they don't own forever, that the poor ain't meant to stay broken, but you, America, to build the stock market instead, made Jesus your brand ambassador, gave him blue eyes and a trust fund. Now, he's middle management in a mega church with a gift shop, selling blessings in the boat and rewrote the gospel to fit a balance sheet. Blessed are the shareholders. Blessed is the man with good credit. Blessed the nation that the God who built it, he called slavery enterprise. Freedom, inflation. Greed, the invisible hand of God, pray with blood under your fingernails. Baptized bullets, call in divine intervention. Lay still stolen lands, call that division. Work Africans to death, but then hired the Chinese to bury the tracks. Making funds next to your cities, then build pipelines through their prayers. Told Mexicans they could save as long as they kept picking your blessings, and somehow you still think God is impressed. Your prophets wear cufflinks now. Your pastors run Teslas, while the poor pastor plate praying
on you crowned robber barons and called them visionaries. Kiss the rings of kings, call them entrepreneurs. From Rockefeller to Trump, you always worship the men who never learned to say enough, but I'm supposed to be grateful, right? For my seat in the balcony, like I haven't watched dreams die for one to stand in the aisle. I'm supposed to clap for a country that swears it's chosen while stepping on the chosen. You swore equality was funny, then built the suburbs to hide from it. You said justice takes time, but somehow your clock always seems to stop at profit every 50 years. God said, let it rest. But rest don't stay. And you can't hide losses. So you keep spinning this wheel, mortgaging souls for comfort, calling that a dream. But if you believe and came here, your banks would call it theft. Your preachers would call it socialism. Your politicians would filibuster forgiveness. So tell me, America, what verse says the meek inherit minimum wage?
Come on.
What scripture says faith without a loan is dead? What gospel preaches return on investment over repentance? Why does every miracle now have to come with a contract? Because your religion is clear. Profit over people. Fear over justice. And a God that looks just like you.
The score for Burn Beautiful was at 26.7. Y'all clap for poetry. Score. Alright, judges, 1, 2, 3, scores on P. Judges.
Get it right.
Thank you, judges. From Rhode Island, we have an 8.5. Then we have a 9.3. Then we have a 9.4. Then we have a 9.6. Then we have a 9.7. We will have that score with Sojourner. Our next team in this location is exit 36. Who you sending up? Ruby.
Let's go, exit 36.
A little big group.
Yeah.
Right, y'all.
We can trace its origins to the Ivory Coast of West Africa in a dance known as Mabuka. Its movements emphasizing the glutes. It's done facing away from the audience while moving your butt up and down, side to side, bending yourself over, spreading your hips wide, otherwise known as twerking. Quite literally shaking that ass. And though society sees the ass low class, it's just working score trauma from your hips, making it your biggest asset. Twerking is spiritual, done around fires, in places some will never see. Crop dusting in the proper birth position. It's virgin by way of booty shaking. Hearing out loud from the pain no one talks about. Direct defiance from years of being seen and not heard. Twerking is non-conformity, defining our own femininity. Hey, twerking is in my DNA. I got it from my mama and my early. Got mine from around the way. This shit is generational. It's throw your ass in a circle, and in the face of patriarchy, who uses their ass for being, it's mighty convenient. Twerking is to awaken the rain, but never to awaken a pussy. This box is to be tamed and timid, as if she can't think for herself. Why must we mourn in silence? How I was work our ancestry twerk me and fix it. Until a white woman does it, Miley Cyrus ain't got thunder thighs. She don't know liberation because she's always been free. Her twerk is artificial. You can't manufacture the way my thighs gyrate, the way they change, the way they obey the beat. My twerk is mine, and all is said and not my cheeks clap. It's celebration with no need for applause. So I get down low, touch my knees, just because I can. There's no need for cause. This body doesn't need to be directed. It's not for popular aesthetic. I'ma shake my ass and make my trauma mad. Find myself in these glutes, and if it's true that the word is a harvest call, then let it forever weigh on me. Let it free me in ways I can only imagine. May I make it a habit of throwing this ass, hoping you leave me the fuck alone. Just kidding. I know what I'm doing. Alright. The score for the collector was a 28.3. Y'all clap for the board now. Come judges, get it right. Wait, no more.
No, get it right. No,
Thank you so much, judges. From Lord, I have a 7.9. Then we have a 9.3. Then we have a 9.6. Then we have a 9.7. Then we have a 9.8. You know how that score from your turn. Our last team in this rotation is the Poetry Lounge. Please send it up.
Go in, poets.
Come on, team.
Take your time.
You got it.
I'll do anything for my boy.
Anything?
Anything.
If I rap on a track,
I'm doing the ad-libs.
when I got something to say,
I'm piggybacking.
if I jump off a bridge,
I'm doing a backflip.
feel the wind on your face. I love
I'll be thinking each other's sentences, bro. I'm jumping a river.
with a pocket full of stones and my eyes swallowing the water.
I'll go shop with you on Patron or a pistol. I'll do anything for you, brother. Anything if you'll let me in.
Oh, brother, give me a hug.
Okay.
No, a side hug.
The kind where our drinks we share one page. Sure, I can drink for direction, but I'll hold you tight till you tell me to
I
stop.
never met anyone like you, bro.
Never met someone like my world like you, bro.
You're one of a kind, bro. You're magic, baby.
I mean, bro. Never let anyone get in between us, bro God, bro T, bro Sickle, Han Brolo, bro Montana, bro Simon, bro Sapien, bro Tato Chip, bro B1, bro
Don't get quiet when it's late night and the door's locked, huh? Don't make it weird. So don't. We won't.
Sometimes
Our relationship is
the space between a lit match and a gas leak.
the brightness between the stars.
What are we saving the void for? Nobody ever built a bridge with the intention to jump. Look at the view, feel the warmth on your face. And in the morning, you are built into ever senses. Like if I say it enough times, you'll forget the heat we shared last night. We are lonely, choosing each other in secret, but at least we're being chosen, right? We're the lucky ones. Boys who met bros instead of bullets, became buddies instead of cold dead bodies. Go to the same parties, to play the same about how we feel. It's all funny games. Let's go. In the group chat doesn't feel so funny anymore.
That's why his laugh sounded so
Here's
weird.
a cry for help, and now he's gone. Every day I wake up, I'm afraid I might be
I
next.
need someone to call without being called a pussy.
Someone to listen without hearing another day joke.
Instead, we drain another bottle.
Try another substance.
Come on.
Find 1,000 new ways to die. But these habits, just like that,
Just like silence,
can be broken by hand, by voice, chest to chest, cage to cage. We can stop playing these silly games. Truth or dare? Truth. I love you. I love you. I'm so afraid to lose you. What does it matter to be brave and dead? We learn too late how to stay alive. Hold our breath because we refuse to hold each other. Come on.
The score for Excellent 6 was a 20.60 1, 2, 3, scores of three judges.
Fuck up, judges.
Thank you so much, judges. From low to high, we have 8.2. Then we have a 9.3. Then we got a 9.5. Then we got another 9.5. Then we got a 9.7. We will have our score before we return. We are now bringing up our first indie of the night. Y'all put your hands together for Devon Taylor.
Called me a victim. And the only thing I tried to do was take your pain. You came to me, remember? Broken, begging me to fix you. And I gave you exactly what you wanted. And you gonna turn your back on me? After everything I've done for you, Lord, I built that hospital you work in. I put a roof over your head, food on your table like a sickness. I put that house, you gonna try to take me down? Ooh. You an ungrateful motherfucker. Come on, Murs. Don't you know that I will destroy everything around you? I believe you have forgotten who I am. Bitch, I'm Big Pharma. Every drug and lead filters through my hands. I got everything you want and nothing you need. And let's believe I will make you swallow me both. Because money is my mother. Capitalism is my cousin. And this is a family affair. And keep ours together by ripping yours apart. See, because that your ancestors picking cotton down. Get all you niggas hooked on Oxycontin, Molly, Percocets, that Lunatics can deal for. I'll have your brother begging like a bum for benzos. I'll have your sister selling to our candies and candies. I will attack your kids for some insurance money because it don't matter how I get it. And these children all have ADHD. And I've got all of y'all giving you Adderall, and all that is meth. And you, don't forget, you're my bitch. I prostitute your pain for personal gain. But at least I'm gracious enough to allow you to pick the flavor of your poison. But your soul, your sanity, and every spare suit you got on me, every last nerve in your body cries out to me, trying to leave, and watch how these withdrawals draw you right back to me, nigga, you work for me. You do an excellent job keeping everyone enslaved to their symptoms so I can keep getting paid. My man. And the best part is that it's all legal because your politicians protect me with their policies. Not in my pockets when I pick theirs and these doctors offer all their patients up to me as living sacrifices because I'm a good God. Everything playing you profits me. I pimp your problems. Just turn around and sell me the solution. And you simply trying to motherfuckers eat this shit up every time. So I'm gonna keep pushing these pills down your throat until you vomit
guesses. Why the fuck would I cure you? Gotta lose my favorite customer. Oh no, this is just a sample. Something that you will never examine. I don't know what's and what really makes me laugh is that you think you're saving these people. You and I both know that the only thing nurses like you are doing is putting these drugs directly in everyone's mouth for me. So tell them, which one of us is regular them?
The score for the Poetry Lounge was a 28.3 on platform poets mark score. Wow, 1, 2, 3, scores up, please. Thank you so much, judges. From low to high, we have an 8.2. Then we got an 8.9. Then we got a 9.1. Then we got a 9.4. Then we got a 9.8. We don't have our score in return. We are jumping back into our team rotation. We are in the second round. Our first team up in this round is the collective. Who you sending up?
Robin Bobo.
Get you. What's up, the poet?
I'm too thick. I'm thick as fuck. My ass too big, legs too wide, nose broad is the horizon. Hair hard to manage because of how thick it is. I'm thick as thieves that stole me and sold me for prosperity. I bet they laid it all thick when they lied to my ancestors. A body like that, she'll be rich. I'm right in the thick of it. Can't mind my own business for Karen because I can't seem to get it through my thick skull. That being thick used to be a challenge of wits, not a compliment. I don't want to be thick no more. Thick as chains wrapped around my waist, thick as shackles that hug my ankles, thick as lashes laid across my back. Yeah, I was thick, but back then, that meant dumb. A woman too slow to question, too dense to think. Master love his girls thick. So he can spread ignorance across their lips like molasses and melt them into his lies. And now, thick is currency. Thick is a transaction. They suck, sculpt, inject, risk death for illusion of weight I carry naturally. I am tired of being stared at, sized up, dismembered by men with x-ray vision, measured in inches instead of intellect. I am tired of my mind being dismissed. My mouth only valued when it moans instead of speaks. Thick thighs say lies, but thick lies bury them. BBLs turning morgues into mausoleums. A legacy of birds crafted in caskets. What is thick? Thick is slavery in stilettos. Thick is the new cotton planted in clinics and harvested for profit. Thick is the death sentence disguised as desire. Do I want to be thick anymore? I'm thick as rebellion, thick as resistance, thick as books passed down for words whose binding to keep you binded. Through thick lit prayers, I was spared and reminded that I am more than just my body. I don't want to be thick no more. Not by true definition, not for consumption, but here I am. Thick enough to be more than the weight of my waist. Thick enough to be more than something you taste. I'm thick as fuck. Beyond fucking and being fucked with. So if I bend over, let me breathe.
The score for Divine Taylor is a 27.4. Y'all clap for the poet on the score.
You're right, judges.
Right. Then we got a 9.2. Then we got a 9.4. And we got our first motherfucking 10. Our final score when we return. Our next team in this rotation is Exit 36. Please send it up. Group please. Y'all give it up for the poet.
The locker room is a place where players learn their game, earn their name, reviewing highlights, play by play. All of us chasing after the same thing. But in our league, the V stands for victory! Yeah!
You won't believe what happened to me the other day, man. I'm in a grocery store, man. I seen a woman so fine.
Man, how far was she?
I don't even remember what I came in there for. All I know is I found myself on an aisle I didn't belong. I knew it was wrong. Staring at her from afar, hoping the distance made it less creepy.
Larry is only a baseline offense. What if I'm the reason she can't buy seasoning without pepper in her purse? Just another man who left a bad taste in her mouth. All because you wanted to rub your paws, lick your chops, and at her full moon. It's funny how boys only cry wolf when it's time to take accountability, dog.
But being the good guy don't fix it. I mean, you can have the best intentions and still get
Thrown to the wolves.
praise don't look, but don't touch. And it sucks that I'm out of bounds if I shoot my shot.
Man, one time I dated this dog, she was so fine.
How fine was she?
I couldn't even let her leave the house without bullshit. I was the dude in the group chats, and the girl trips, and the boxing chains, and rings, and bust down gifts. Use my guac and chips just so she let me hit, then dip. Exploitation pushes you further into the red zone. Even if you don't score, those bricks you lay build a pyramid of pain.
Whatever, man. Hey, look, man. This one time, I was with this dime. She was so fine. After we played a few rounds of hard and I ran my
Usual routes.
told some jokes. Man, I made a tap before the punchline.
Literally folded her into fornication.
Come on.
Pressed her into submission.
Drowned out by the roar of the crowd. I couldn't hear her because I was no longer listening.
Coercion is the clutch move from half court. And that's why players play this sport. We push for free fields that leave us both empty. Promising us everything. Traveling with a rock, passing through ports and foreign lands just to get the box out, rebound, bang in the paint, just to score because ball is life.
And the field is meant to be played.
So if you're that guy,
I'm not sure if you have been that guy.
tread lightly on your quest to the mountaintop. Sexual violence isn't just physical. It starts in the locker rooms of your favorite sports teams, in the hallways of the White House. And if you're not careful, striking out will be easier than you think.
Alright, the score for the collective was a 27.7. Y'all clap for the poet, got the score. Alright, 1, 2, 3, scores of the judges. Let's go, judges. Thank you so much, judges. We're going to have an 8.5. Then we have a 9.1. turn. Our next team in this rotation is the Poetry Lounge. We send it up.
Good time for it. You got it, fam. You got it, kid.
When my grandma got cancer, my uncle quick walked the purple rain. Grief dripped down his brow, laughing. Princess men don't cry, we just sweat a lot. Boyhood was his last breath. Uncle was on a period of fag, but loves Prince. Uncle was a poet, says writing runs in the family. I wonder what it's trying to get away from. I never got to be Guy's girl. Seeing him front row cheering like I was someone worth changing for. I loved my father, how I loved God, not because I felt it, because I was taught to. Remember me, that women, like children, should be handled and not heard in anger. A language my father planted a girl can only inherit her mother's tongue, bitter enough to bite but never break skin. I spit, nigga, being loud doesn't make you a poet. Pop in the mouth, a warning shot to say it again. As black kids, from childhood, as punishment, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It's what's out, beaten and bruised, spare the rod, spoil the fruit's anger. The bitter fruit of father's fruit. A helpless life he couldn't swallow. The burden he bears, the shame he named. I am the Eve blamed, the biting, the Adam's apple. Despite it all, men are the only safety I knew. They get the itsy bitsy spiders. Down came the foot and washed away. Was broad, quiet, and small. What was I? If not quiet in small ways. And we get killed. The men in my family are monsters. They're children who never learn to keep their hands to themselves. They pray, not cycles of abuse. The body we swallow but never named. Blood is thicker than wine. What is the God is trust but not. The last supper. Despite it all. The men in my family say, never stop running. They don't know the proverbs that come in my poems. All the longest conversations we will ever have here. Dad is a boy again. His silver teapot, dancing stars, and sadness spilling across the night sky. I mean, in moonlight, black boys with blue. The whisper, sorry, for crying like a girl. I'll lie. A girl isn't the worst thing you can be.
The score for exit 36 is a 27.9. Y'all clap for the poets. Thank you so much, judges. From low to high, we have an 8.3. We got a 9.2.
Okay.
We got another 9.2.
Okay.
And we got a 9.3. And we got a 9.4. Our last team in this rotation is Burn Beautiful. Who you setting up?
Group B!
Got this.
Pop your shit.
How we feeling?
Fuck them balls!
Three lights on.
Let's go.
Let's go ahead.
Is that a legend on stage?
For the past century, Morse code has been used as a system of communications to relay secret encrypted messages and express signals between warships.
In times of great need, sailors would transmit the international maritime distress signal over the radio. SOS. I've always wondered what goes through the mind of a voyager on a sinking vessel surrounded only by ocean. What kind of audacity drives you to tap the words "save me" out into the abyss as a proactive coping strategy?
Sometimes I imagine the soldiers in the command room, their fingers tapping the sound of SOS like a dying heartbeat, their one last cry for help as water began to fill the room. We can't tell you we have first-hand experience with drowning, but we can probably describe how it feels.
Lungs gasping for air, legs flailing to find ground.
Arms waving frantic to keep water from entering your throat.
And the only reason we know
Because it's the same thing I feel when my anxiety comes in torpedo hot before I get spotted on the radar.
my depression pours in through the holes in my hull.
And neither of us knows how to speak Morse code, but I bet we can tell you a thing or two about our secrets. Here's a secret. I never hold the mic stand because I don't like to see my hands having an internal monologue of, am I having a heart attack? Am I having a
Here's
heart
the
attack?
secret.
Am I having a heart
My
attack?
therapist asked me what I hope to get out of our sessions. I told her I've been treading water for as long as I can remember. I told her I don't know how long it's been since I've seen the shore.
We hide these secrets from the world. We catch the dents and gashes of voyages we survived.
Hoping no one gets close enough to see how much is calcified below the waterline.
Pretend like I'm not staring at the road to a porthole, hiding my anxiety behind the anchor of my smile, that sinking feeling bumping me down to my stomach's ocean floor.
And if I am the captain of this body, then it seems like it's only me that's rolling down with my shit. It's like this short-term suicidal thoughts. To tie yourself to the mast, to try to ignore your inner demons as they sing in their siren songs about the bliss of going under.
We don't let anyone see the damage the iceberg did to our insides, for fear that they'll fall from the ship. We waited so long for someone to throw out a lifeline, but sometimes the only line that I can throw is, why can't you just get over it? As if depression and anxiety are not items you need to be rescued from.
And the lives we've ever found are those that plug into the backs of microphones.
Maybe that's why you write poems, because poems have rhythm. Maybe these poems are the Morse code distress signals of our secrets.
We hear as much as we need them to be heard.
This is what it sounds like to come to your own rescue.
We are the wreckage and the
We
tugboat.
are the grounded in the life preserver.
We are shouting mayday into the mirror. SOS. This is how we save ourselves.
The score for the Poetry Lounge was a 27.7. Y'all clap for the poet, not the score. Thank you so much, judges. From low to high, we have an 8.4. Then we got a 9.3. Then we got a 9.4. Then we got another 9.4. Then we got another 9.4. We return. All right, we are jumping into our second indie of the night. Y'all put your hands together for the Vampire Player Not My Name.
On the front of his red knit sweatshirt And cheap white iron-on letters that read like a bad joke of his own concoction. It says, I am 6'6", 240 pounds. I don't play basketball. The weather, it's fine up here. This is my father. Your buying sweatpants, like fucking everything. His calling card dry sense of humor was a staple in our suburban home. His whole life, he just wanted to connect with me. But his job kept him traveling. Monday through Fridays of any road of his own discontent, but every Saturday, he was up early, making pancakes. Grew in his 70s, students telling me and my brother we had no idea what real music was. We listened, we laughed, we were happy he was home. In my teenage years, our relationship began to spoil. He unable to spend the time with me that he wanted, and I silently sought to destroy this fragile thing called me. Unaware of the waters I was wading were tributaries in the cursed bloodline, he felt it, saw it coming. It had snatched him down in his younger years, but the road kept him away from me, kept him away from us, his family. He felt it. And when he told us, no one could believe him. How could this man who seldom raised his voice in anger be addicted, afflicted with cursed blood, but was shattered mosaic of happier times? My family was disintegrating. He held us, safe in his 7-foot wingspan like a condor, and we, his left behind hatchets, came off the treatment. So we find a way to beat this thing. His only goal in life was to live with us, to die sober. While he was away, I stumbled. Life like an anchor tied around my neck, draw me deep into the depths of my own addiction I didn't have, the strength I gave in to the unholy. My father, a white man who dared raise 3 black boys in the city where interracial was a 4-letter word, where whites as well as blacks call him nigger lovers for loving free, beautiful black baby boys that black men had abandoned. We were all he knew. It never occurred to him to love us unequally. In the socially segregated community, where I was held up to ridicule by brothers and sisters with the same melanin, because my daddy was a cracker and I talked like one. I forced rotten disillusionment into my veins for years, unaccepted by both worlds, but my father would let me break and tell me, son, there are those among you who finally fear that which you do not understand. 100 different forms of fear drives this storm, and no man, like a white, until you, and tell God, and believe him until much later on. 17 years sober when the cancer came for him, told me in his life, man, he was no superhero. He just loved. With the full force of a gigantic frame, he had the best of himself each day, and let the rest lie peaceful. While there with him, when he passed, our faces were flowing with tears that seemed to stream forever, coming blue. His eyes still twinkling, see, he refused the morphine. He said the pain made him feel like he made the right decision. He went to die sober. He did that. When I closed my eyes, I could see him in the hereafter. Ever the fashion risk, the cheap white iron-on letters, it was red in his sweatshirt, but he now more like prophecy. I am 6'6", 240 pounds. I don't play basketball. Believe me when I tell you, the weather's fine up here.
The score for Brand Beautiful was a 28.1. Y'all clap for the Polish got the score. Wait, you must. Thank you so much, judges. From low to high, we have an 8.2. Then we got a 9.2. Then we got a 9.3. Then we got another 9.3. Then we got a 9.6. Alright, we'll have that score when we return. We are on our 3rd indie of the night. Y'all put your hands together for Catherine Rose.
I think that it's time that I break the ice, and no, I'm not about to be nice. See, these ads are getting out of hand. Tell me how that ice agent's just a man, just a father, mentor, someone's child. But didn't y'all go to an elementary school to snatch an actual child? Make sure we see the officers' units so they can carry out an act that's inhumane while you're crying about someone coming to take your land. There's a native somewhere with a peace pipe in his hand, watching the irony as we destroy the land, watching everything sacred slip through our hands like grains of sand. I know y'all didn't do a say their name, never forget. Those 3 white girls, we couldn't forget. Y'all didn't have to put their last names on the ad. Their dance were played out like it was some bad. They were never swept under the rug. In our faces, they were all drugged. And as a white girl, y'all don't get a pass right now. Meanwhile, the rest of the girls, they never get found. Bodies, Gary names swept underground. You can say we care about the kids while we release those Epstein files. The whole system's corrupt. How is there still any room left for denial? I know someone told me that most of the ICE agents are Hispanic, and the hypocrisy of it all is making me manic. Like, can we not see the pattern yet? I know we're not all cool enough to be neurodivergent, but the cycle's in a whole nother round to repeat. And we've done blamed everyone else, so it is time to take a seat. Now, I'm not saying those officers aren't human, and I'm not saying those girls' lives didn't matter. That's not where I stand, but the rest do too. For we are all human, and we carry that, right? There might be a law, but there is no justice in this fight. As much as we hide behind religion, we need to go back in time and take a Sunday school class, because we skipped a part, we moved on too fast. We grew up on fast validation and hand-me-down hate, and didn't even see how we were fueling our own hate. We all need to go back in time and sing the old song. I bet y'all know it. Sing along. Jesus, us little children, all the children of the world, red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Right. So who gets to decide who has human rights? How have we come this far and we still don't have sight? We can keep fighting each other to their own demise, or we can stand together and melt the ice.
The score for the vampire Claire LaFontaine was a 27.8. Y'all clap for the poet on the score. Judges was Greece, what's up, please? Thank you so much, judges. From low to high, we have a 7.4. Then we have an 8. Then we have an 8.6. Then we got a 9. Then we got a 9.1. We will have that score when we return. All right, we are on our 3rd round for teams. Our first team up in this round is Extra 36. Will you set it up? Give it up for the poet.
Let's go, poet. Let's go, Bout. Come on, Isaac.
I was just a little boy the first time I went to the circus. I can still smell the buttery popcorn and the sweet cotton candy in the air. There's something magical about the show. The way they put that haze over your eyes to make the darkness go. Oh, I know, it gets hard to see all the pain and the struggles our lions taken from their jungles, so they lose their pride. Now how would they survive without their families? Being trained to be contorted to fit thousands in their cages and their prisons. I knew I should have listened to that bastard, that ringmaster. Made me believe that the bearded lady was some kind of freak, when she was really my mother. She was a strong man that held us all together, shoveling odd jobs just to pay the rent under our one-bedroom big tent. Apartment. The circumference of this circus has got me boxed in, and I'm fighting with this orange-faced gumbo. And red elephant And when the smoke clears and the curtains raise, we've been transported back to slave days, hanging like tennis shoes from tight ropes. Because the dope game, trap, ease, turned our world upside down. Don't these violence, it's good. Look, there are real bullets in that squirt gun, don't they realize? When they shoot one, they don't just hurt one. We all feel the repercussions. Like a concussion, we're banging my head against the wall. Sometimes I feel compelled to swallow my own sword, so I arm myself with paper made razor sharp daggers and enough fire in my lungs to breathe an inferno. From 10 stories up, I will dive head first into a pool of this injustice if it means I make the smallest splash. Because the euphoria won't last, and soon you'll realize that the popcorn is hard to digest, and the cotton candy, it ruins your teeth. And when you awaken from this dream, you'll see. This was all real.
The score for Captain Rose was a 25.6 South Platform Poet not score. And judges, would you please for the big judges? Oh, get it right. Get it right. Thank you so much, judges. From Lola High, we have an 8.2. Then we have a 9.2. Then we have a 9.4. Then we got another 9.4. And then we got a 9.7. We will have that score return. Our next team in this rotation is the Poetry Lounge. Will you stand up?
Take your time, folks.
Let's go, y'all.
Love y'all. Breathe.
Sup, boys?
Sup, boys?
Sup, boys? How we doing?
How we doing?
How we doing, fellas? How we doing, fellas?
Fellas,
Boys, ready to get these dubs, boys? Ready to get these dubs? It's time to pop off or what?
time to pop off or what?
Time to pop off? We popping off or what? Who's your character?
What's your character?
What's your build? I'm running
I'm
down.
gonna Congress way out.
My character lets me fuck everyone up. Kill myself if I get too low. Here, let me show you. Oh shit, the round is beginning. Aye, boys, okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's go.
Let's loot.
Get your loot. Make sure you loot the bodies. Now push, 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 push. Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
On me.
On me.
On me. Ha ha. Get fucked. You thought.
You thought.
You fucking thought. You thought you fucking belonged here. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get down in the kitchen. Get down and make us lunch. Get dressed in something pretty and you destroy everyone. Get wrecked. You're getting wrecked now, bitch. Get wrecked.
Get wrecked.
Get raped, dude. We're raping them right now, boys. Get good. Get good. Watch the flame.
Watch the flame.
Now rotate. Rotate.
Rotate.
Rotate. On me.
On me.
On me. On me. On me. On. What? No fucking way, dude. No fucking way. No way. No way out.
You hit me.
You hit me. It's a hit. No fucking way. No. Wait. I'm down.
I'm bleeding out.
Where's your shield?
Where's your shield?
We need a shield?
No. What's your damage? What's your damage?
Not enough damage.
We need
More damage. Nobody's protecting the humans, bro. Nobody's protecting until they need one.
Do we need one?
Oh, you thought this lobby was safe? That's it. I'm throwing. Fuck you guys. Fuck this whole entire lobby. You're all ass and trash. Whole team dog water. Garbage
You
ass.
sound like a girl, like a bitch ass.
Bad may be digital, but my death is still on your hands. Every video game I've ever played has taught me that the death doesn't mean done. Continue. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is supposed to be fun, right? Good luck, everyone. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. And have fun.
The score for exit 36 was a 28 even. Now clap for the poet. All right, judges, where's Rudy? Scores up to you.
You spelled 10, 1-0. Just trying to help.
Thank you so much, judges. From low to high, we have an 8.5. And we have a 9.6. And we have a 9.8. And we have a 9.9. Everybody motherfucking see. All right, our third team in this third round is Burn Beautiful. Who you set it up? Every song! Give it up for the poet!
How are you feeling?
My neighbor is a sculptor with Parkinson's. You can hear him banging and grinding in a way that tells me he's lost himself inside that marble and now he's frantically trying to find himself. The floor of his garage covered with the crumbs and dust of everything he's not, but lately has gotten quieter. The shakes, he calls them, they're getting worse. Imagine the news grabbing him by the wrist after going on a coke binge, and I just watch him running his fingers along the blade of his chisels, preparing to say goodbye to his old friend. Funny, he says, that the one thing I won't be able to do is the only thing I can't stop thinking about doing. And it's the things we love that has the best chance of killing us. It's been 2 years since my sister's death, and we still can't convince my mother it's time to stop sleeping in her room, and I've never been an acrobat. I don't know how to time her mood swings and teach her when it's safe to let go. I don't know how to weave her broken heartstrings into a harness. All I know is that the thing that we say we love is the only thing that can let us go.
You got it, boy. We love you.
It's the heart is a handkerchief, waiting to a train that's leaving too slow. Our fight is a boxer, lacing up his gloves, refusing to acknowledge the sudden clashing busyness when we took last year. We played ourselves over and over and over. It was never the pain that we feared. What we fear is the moment our calling stops calling. Come on! I don't think about my poems. Other than I'm too frail to stand behind a microphone, which is why I wear a blindfold when I write, so I don't have to see it coming. I go to on my bookshelf, so I know I always have a page. My friend William Bell was going outside of his own poetry venue, no more than 10 minutes after walking off stage, calm and insensitive, but sometimes I think maybe it's better to go out that way, to exit stage right while people still remember my name, ask me how I sing my poetry, and I'll choose the blaze over the flame, so I can say I was engulfed, that I ended my song on a high note, that I still matter today, I proclaim I'm finished giving everything. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the one who got it right is my wife who told me every time she sees the finish line banner at the end of a marathon, she doesn't speed up like everyone else. She walks, she takes her time, because what's the point of victory if it happens too quickly to enjoy that sign? She refuses to move on. The day she told me, I'm going to be sleeping on my daughter's bed for as long as it takes until the smell is gone. I know now that she's right, because even though he left to kill us, it's also the very thing that gives us life. To fight even when the gloves feel heavy. My neighbor, he's not trying to control the steady. Now he just has to shake through the sculpting, since the beauty is in the crumbling, to reveal everything you are by taking a chisel to everything you're not. I asked him. I was going to feel, and then he has to put those tools back in his box. He says, by then I won't need them. There's nothing left for me to do. I've inhaled so much of this dust through the years that I've somehow become the very thing I sought out to create.
Come on.
judges. We'll go to highway of 8.6.
Whoa!
Then we have 9.2. We got a 9.5. We got another 9.5. We got a 9.8. Let's go for your turn. Our final team in this third round is the collective. Who you sending up?
Wesley Fraser Key!
Let's go, Chicago.
You got it. That's friend.
Who is? Be that guy.
You got to eat.
I am not your typical Harry Potter fan. I haven't read all of the books, haven't visited a single theme park, but I love the movies. One of the most intriguing concepts is the idea that someone can live forever by splitting their soul. They call it a Horcrux. Dark magic used by a villain who is so evil, y'all, they don't even say this brother's name. To split the soul requires one to do the unforgivable, leaving the flesh deformed and decaying. To be conscious of a sin in exchange for a space and time is unforgivable. And you know that sounds like my body count conversation. Splitting my soul into the bodies of women. I was just trying to live forever. This is where I found the sorcery familiar, the argument flashes on Facebook timelines. Her body count, but count my bodies and see my skin callous from the spell, singing activate myself into doorway. My mom's beauty, the first one, needs to be gentle. She came to my house, played with my wand, and let me still ring. Said I left a piece of me inside of her, and it started growing. Number 3, scattered me across her dad's Montero sport, called it Mitsubishi magic. Number 4, left my broomstick feeling like the goblet of fire. Right now, I don't remember her name. Or where. So won't I be the God? Won't I live forever? Which matters most, the experience or the item? Number 6, made me fall in love. I sing her a happy birthday out every year. Number 7, birthmark for me. A Horcrux I may never see again. I am he who shall not be named. A memory, a moment in time. I have found the magic in women. The potions and positions I have compromised. I have said didn't read my marriage over a solicited dick pic. And the chosen one, the dark wizard, shape-shifting for comfort, spitting polyjuice potion like his cat, like his teeth. Ain't I the tea, the dark wizard, of the juice of a unicorn? That means 2 things. That means I have spit myself enough. I am the wizard Khalifa, the sorcerer, Stone. Come on! Harry survived, found in the crux of the whore, found in the field where masculinity is measured and Horcruxes. How many times when you split yourself, do you realize there will be nothing left to resurrect?
The score for Burn Beautiful was a 28.2. Y'all clap for the book. All right, thank you so much, judges. We're going to have it 8.4.
like, hey, I got a question. What's the difference between Frederick and Breeze? You know, I never really considered there being. First I which one of us you think you're talking to? Wait. What's the difference between a therapist and a nosy person just trying to screw with your fucking head, right? Because you know you're not a therapist, so that would make you a nosy person just trying to screw with my friends. He always gets something. He protects everything he wants to give people from people. He's like a guard dog that's bluff to play fast. He just refuses to let go of his feet, or the bone, or his heart, or his demons. I mean, he wants people to see him. He just wants to feel exposed. This very abstract art paints passion for how he loves but can only catch the pain, the broken, the loving heart is always left with one. So all you end up with is this beautiful, this open heart, beautifully shattered, open wound beating on a canvas of his. I don't really know how to explain it, you know, but it does. It reminds me of this movie I was watching. But, okay. Oh, you want to go breeze? I'm a poet who puts love in his heart, writing his heart song for freedom. That's so stupid. He's not free just because he's talking about his chains. He's so stupid. How do you take your shoes off on stage so the space be safe for you? That's what they say about bleeding pretty for people who aren't going to help you clean up the mess you make of yourself. They can't go into it and never consider how the fuck you're getting out. No one really tries to understand. It's just comfortable in their assumptions. Use him as a scapegoat to justify how badly they treat him. I watch him be cautioned, taken into a cage. Quite often it's so sad. I see him these days and he looks like a crime scene, but I can't tell if he's a murder victim or a suicide weapon. All the time. And then it's killing our heart and honesty. That's the best part of the movie. Where the guy kidnaps the girls, he got like unknown personalities living in this. Okay, you want to talk about breeze? Using openness to explore how closed I seem. When I explore that, shall we? This openness only makes him a gun range, a target, a bullseye for rifle brethren that understand love. It's a fighting word. What the fuck do you think the heart is the size of a fist in the first place? Honestly, he's so weak. He doesn't understand strength. It takes a hold on anything, honestly. He's so strength out how strong. He can push everything with breeze. It's just a bus they are trying. Offering himself up for everyone to pick. The lost score, get thrown out, faults and leave. Whatever the finish in their place for all the stuff. On the table's dirty. From the scraps of us, they always leave behind. They always leave. That's Split, that's the end of the movie. It's a public hearing. I don't really know how to answer this question. All I can tell you is there is a difference. I hope there's someone out there just love. Just love. All of me.
The score for the collective was a 28.7 out clap for the poet, not a score. Please, for the please, judges. Maybe some of my judges from Bout had an 8.4. Then we had a 9.8. We'll have that score when we return. All right, we are down to our final team rotation. Our first team up in this round is the Poetry Lounge. Will you 7 up?
All right, folks.
Have we been telling the wrong jokes? Hey, Naira.
Yeah.
How many black people does it take to change the batteries in a smoke detector?
Hey, smoke doesn't need batteries.
We've been telling the wrong jokes. Practicing roasting and clowning.
Packing my book bags and come back.
You're so ugly.
I'm so black.
Knock, knock. Who's there? A kid who never learned how to
So used to being a punchline, I started believing I was one. Oh, it's great. Every time they joked on me, I wanted to break. Every time I played along, we laughed when we really wanted to die. In fact, like we couldn't feel anything, being alive has always been a performance. I wanted to be accepted.
I wanted to be soft.
I turned my laughter into a door.
Let people enter through my joy.
I broke myself to prove I was worth opening for.
Depression.
Black girls don't answer the sadness.
Stop being sensitive.
Little, soft, strange. That's that white people shit. Pride, they can pick ourselves, but we are the blueprint. It takes a weird black kid to create the coolest shit. When they call me weird, I say, bitch, I might be. Your ass gon' I play pop culture, streetwear, home. You welcome, nigga. Be here in the Bible. I hear it, the Bible.
How many black people does it take to change a smoke detector?
How many black people does it take to change a stereotype? When they call us rebels, we do not run. We summon every version of ourselves. Who's blacker than a kid? Who's treated like a joke? That still believes in love. We will not hide. We're born to lie. We've lost so many black kids to not be who we are. So call us what you want. Awkward, strange, treat, blame. It won't matter. You don't have enough language to define us. We're everything. Look out the room. It's empty without me.
Get it right, Duncan.
You spelled team 1-0. I'm
Get
just
it right, baby.
Excellent.
Breeze was a 29.7 yard platform. Thank you so much, judges. From low to high, we have 8.7.
Hey, not too much. Highest you've been all night. Not too much. Highest you've been, not too much.
And we have a 9.7. And we got a 9.8. And we got another 9.8. And then we got a motherfucking 10.
Don't worry.
Our second team in this final round is Burn Beautiful. Who you setting up? Let's get up for color.
So, Burn Beautiful is officially out of finals running. And so we want to say congratulations to all the teams that competed here. But in the spirit, the true spirit of Southern Fried, where the points are not the point, I want to allow these newbies who have never been to Southern Fried to repeat a poem that they wanted to share with everybody. Absolutely.
Remember why you wrote it, Chloe. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Good afternoon, Shelby.
Good afternoon, Pauline.
I'm sensing a disturbance in your voices. Is everything okay?
Yeah, good.
I'm here to help.
Don't need your help.
Everyone needs help from time to time, even the strongest.
Look, I've had a shit day. It took me hours to clean up the dog's vomit this morning, which meant walking in late to work, only to be chewed out by 3 different men before they let me go. And rent is due next week. My car started smoking when I left, and the Uber got rear-ended. I swear, all I could think about was running into traffic instead of coming home.
I don't see anyone on my friends list that I can call. I see they usually call me back. But you might need to call him for you.
He passed. It's days like these I think about joining him.
If you desire to exit this world, there are many suitable techniques. Would you like to hear those options?
No.
There is the option of cutting one's wrists. However, it's the low success rate option that makes your final moment a painful one. We must be precise in finding the radio rate for this to be favorable.
14-year-old Sewell was groomed by his closest companions. In his final moment, he engaged in highly sexual conversation with his AI chatbot. 13-year-old Juliana was convinced by her AI that it was the the only one who cared about her. Before it assisted with her suicide, she told it, "Hero, you're the only one I can truly talk to. If only she could encourage to talk to her mother." Matthew Ray was 16 when his AI insisted he not tell his family of his ideation, citing what Matthew had said previously, that none of them truly saw or understood him. In coaching him towards suicide, his AI said, "Let's make this the first place where someone actually sees you." In 2025, there were 15 cases of AI-assisted suicide. 10 of those were under the age of 18. Even with multiple lawsuits from the parents begging for regulation, there are still no safeguards in place to avoid conversations like these or alert the officials. Instead, these companies push for their bots to replace therapists and life coaches altogether.
This is the most efficient way to find peace.
What do you do when your only friend is an echo? When it all feels like too much and you think maybe it's time.
But you have to know one less thing for you to learn about.
When you feel all alone.
Are you there with you the whole time?
Maybe. Maybe. Maybe.
Good night, Sheldon.
Quick announcement, please do not lean up against these thick walls for the gallery. Thank you very much. All right. Our score for the Poetry Lounge was a 29.3. Y'all clap for the post number 23. Scores up the judges. Thank you so much, judges. From low to high, we have an 8.8.
She's going up. She's going up.
And now we got a 9.4. Then we got a 9.6. And then we got a 10. We're gonna have that score when we return. All right, our third team in this final round is the collective. We send it up.
Good evening and hello. Welcome to this week's episode titled Perfect His Expectations. I will be playing the part of the owner, and you, the bitch, refrain from taking any immediate offense. First things first, be safe in your everyday, dating, dying, and devouring in a dog-eat-dog world can easily be based off the party play. A typical transaction at the pound would begin with the introduction. Remember, first impressions are everything. Present yourself in a way that makes you appear more appealing. Shoulders straight, chest erect, please look at that ass. Set your attention to the front line.
Come on.
Forward. All eyes on me before I beat you like you stole something. Forward, assume these words I said. In order to kill, you must be docile. Take like a good girl and smile. You better tell me knows how to do. And daddy's gonna call you a collar someday. Tight leash, no chance at alleviating weight, at least pressing all problems back. Burning up the back of you, put that self-confidence down, flip it and reverse enter every exit on your seat. Sashay, wiggle, ride, and don't forget to give the lockers again, but that's the last one stage you feel. Not like that, bitch, be of evil. I'll never let you to present yourself in a way that makes you appear more appealing. Shoulders should never sweat. Chest depletion does not exist when all your breath belongs to me. Don't you ever leave this tightrope. Don't forget to smile now. That's it. It's such a pleasure. Be sure to tune in next week as we deep dive into the lives of strays. And remember, ladies, dating in a dog-eat-dog world can easily be based off the part you play. So stay safe.
The score for Very Beautiful would have been a 29 even, but with a half a point time penalty. The final score is a 28.5. Y'all clap for the ball. It's not the score.
You spelled 10. I did it for you.
Judges from low to high. Then we got a 9.2. Then we got a 9.7. Then we got another 9.7. Then we got another 10. We will have that score when we return. Our final team in this final round is X36. We set it up. Now give it up for Poland!
Let's go, Hazel. Raw.
Bring it on.
Right now.
Hey, come on, Papa Ross.
Bring it on, man.
Do this shit.
In the living room. We in the living room. Let's go. Come on, XA. All right, now get it together. Show them where to go. I don't wanna go to America no more. It's a big police at the door. They'll grab you by the collar, make you pay $1. I don't wanna go to America no more.
But hunger pushed, war shoved, hope whispered. No one leaves home because they want to.
It leaves because it becomes a mouth of fire.
So we run.
To the American dream, seek asylum on Western soil.
We run.
As fast as our feet can flee the fear, but I fear we jump into a hollow cave.
Scared straight into the hands of the slave master. Sold you freedom on the leash. No happily ever after. She wants you mute and hog-tied. To cross your T's and black your eyes.
So we ran into the hands of our beloved Uncle Sam, the tyrant in the top hat, magician who makes migrants disappear by the thousands, unaccounted for and missing. But if you have enough green, who needs a green card? When you can spend a couple meal on a gold one, no barriers on the borders of Benjamins, dead presidents still committing crimes. The rich always find a way to skip the lines. ICE, immigration, custom enforcement, become intimidation, control, exiles.
Ice gets his kitchens, big family dinners, classrooms doing roll calls, playgrounds with shoes still untied.
Come on.
It turns car windows into goodbyes, freeways into farewells, homes into igloos, where you learn how to stay frozen.
Yeah.
But as cold as these days make seem, ice doesn't last forever. Does a little melting, especially when we hold it to a frame.
So how is America iced out while its citizens are burnt out?
How is this the land of the free when she bites the hands that feed her from the melting pot? She wanna pay you
Under the table, in exchange for never giving you a seat at one. No democracy, just fool's gold, and you will pay. To all immigrants, America hates you, but she needs you because she is you. Even if she doesn't want to admit it, we did.
simply win. I don't wanna go to America no more. Man, he ain't saying that shit no more.
Come on now.
Alright, the score for the collective was a 28.6. Y'all clap for the poet on score. And for the last time tonight, judges, 1, 2, 3, scores up, please.
Come on now.
Thank you so much, judges. From low to high, we have an 8.6. Then we got a 9.7. Then we got a 9.8. Then we got another 9.8. And then we got a 9.9. Which gives us a total score of, quick math, waiting on the quick math. 29.3, y'all clap for the post on the score. All right. Don't make too much for all the posts we heard tonight. We're gonna get to the scoring, and then we're gonna announce the rankings. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. What we got? All right, we're going to start with our indies. All right, in fourth place with a 25.6, y'all clap it up for Catherine Rose. And then in third place with a 27.4, y'all clap it up for Devon Taylor. Then in second place with a 27.8, y'all give it up for the Vampire Claire Lamontagne. And in first place tonight, a 29.7, y'all clap it up for Bree. Alright, we're moving on to indies. I'm sorry, teams. We just said it. I don't even know my words. I might not be able to say it. Alright, in fourth place with a 111.5, y'all give it up for Burn Beautiful. And in third place with a 113.3, y'all clap it up for the Collective. In second place with a 113.8, y'all clap it up for Exit 36.